Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we are budgeting out the second weekly paycheck for the month of November. And I'm just going to come to our savings sweep line. If you've been following along, this is where I tucked all of the money for the month of November. So I'm just going to pull out that paycheck and bring it to the top so we can assign it. And I do batch film, so if you were watching the monthly closeout and you saw the 700 and I think it was like $13, that's in here too, because I still haven't filmed the the savings challenge videos, even though you're probably watching this at the end of November or maybe even that first Monday in December. But yeah, I am pre-filming. So that money's still actually sitting in there too with the savings sweep money for November, and I think there's a paycheck for December in here too. Yeah. But anyway, we're going to budget out this paycheck right here, which is $1,321. So first we have to put to my husband's gas, and my husband gets $240 a month for gas. We're going to put $235 for my gas. And then we are going to put, we don't budget out of these paychecks that I budget on here for Christmas because my husband does get a $200 a month refund check for his cell phone and gas for his car, but we just use that as a Christmas fund. And so when we get that check, we just put it straight towards Christmas. So I do track it here. You'll see it get tracked, but you won't actually see that me apply that check. You'll just see the amount go up every month. But anyway, Christmas for others is $25. And tithe gets $50. And $10 for my husband's oil change, $10 for my oil change, $5 for the motorcycle that my husband should sell because he doesn't ride it. But $30 for tires for my husband's car, $35 for tires for my car, $7 for car registration for my car, and $3 for car inspection for my car, $7 for car registration for my husband's car, $3 for car inspection for my husband's car. I forgot to ask my husband about this motorcycle inspection thing, but $1 for motorcycle inspection. It's $15 a year. We have 2 years already, more than 2 years. I think what it is he just does it out of his pocket money, like that he has, so it never gets used. But I forgot to ask him about that. Anyway, $5 for motorcycle registration. $17 for car repairs for my car, $17 for car repairs for my husband's car, $25 towards office supplies, $10 towards pool maintenance, $10 towards yard maintenance, $20 towards house maintenance. I have these as separate categories mainly because I like to track the expenses that way when they come in, to see how much the pool is actually costing, how much the yard stuff is costing, how much house stuff is costing. But truthfully, if we have an expense we can pull and it's going to go over, I can pull from any one of these the money. I just like to separate it out for the actual report of how much each thing is costing us. But anyway, Vacations, $100. Birthdays is for our own household is $30. Birthdays for friends and family is $35. And this also includes other giving. So like, for example, if you watched our monthly closeout for last month, we had bought some baby clothes for birthright, which is I don't know if they're national. I know it's local. We do it every year. My daughter has such a heart for the little babies. And so I try to like feed off of my kids and like what they want to give to, you know. And she wants to do that every year. She loves to shop for the babies. So, anyways, this also would be giving in that way too. And we don't need to put anything for rabies because it's not, my one dog that gets rabies shots is not due until 2026, and it's a $5 donation through the county for the rabies clinic. So nothing needed there. 20 whoops $20 for dog food and $8 towards HeartGuard, $5 towards Frontline, $10 towards vet, and $7 for medicine and prescriptions. Copays for the doctors, $30. Optometrist, $25. Motorcycle insurance, $7. There's a lot of money there. I'm just noticing an optometrist. But ideally, what I would love to see is to like get this up to like, what is your out of pocket what is that called? You know what I mean, right, guys? You know, the max out of pocket, so that you know that you're covered. But like, you know, that's like a lofty goal. Anyways, where was I? $8 for TurboTax. I might be switching away from TurboTax. I don't know. They ended part of their program. So I used an app called It's Deductible that was also put out by Intuit, which does TurboTax, and they decided to discontinue that feature. And I don't know, it's just they constantly are raising the prices every year. It goes up, it goes up, it goes up, and they take features away a lot and stuff. So I don't know. It gave me a pause. Plus, they stopped it in the middle of the year. Like, I have stuff in there, donations and things that I tracked and everything, and like, it used to be that you could track it in that app and it would automatically input it into your tax return. So they gave us the option to download like a spreadsheet, which is great, but now I just have a spreadsheet. Now I have to manually enter everything. And I'm like, I don't know. I was a little frustrated, but at the same time, the thought of trying to learn a whole new software is daunting too. So we'll see what happens when it comes time for taxes. But anyway, school events is $23. School supplies is $10. We don't need to put anything into the dog kennel. $1 for my husband's license renewal, $1 for my license renewal, and $10 for Amazon Prime subscription. And yeah, so that brings us back up to saving sweep. So we have this $226. That was the original amount that we were able to save originally when we first started budgeting, or that we could set aside, that we had as like play for overspending, I should say. So I'm going to add that back in to saving sweep. And so yeah, it's hard to tell what we have in here, because like I said, this still has the $700 for the savings challenges from the closeout from last month, and I'm pretty sure it has an extra paycheck. It might even have two paychecks extra in here because that looks like a lot of money. Um, because when we get closer to the end of the year, I I will basically by the end of this month, if not already, have all December's paychecks. Not all, but not our monthly paycheck that we get, but like the bi-weekly paychecks that we get, because I don't count the extra paycheck when it comes in the month that it comes. So I just go paycheck one, paycheck two, paycheck one, paycheck two. So by the time we get to this part of the year, we are starting to see like the extra paychecks um, in the in here, because I will reset it. I look at when the last paycheck in December is, and that's the paycheck I start January with. So that last paycheck in December could be considered the first paycheck for January. And so there's like in between, I think it's like two or three checks um, that we have that are like the magic month checks, but because I didn't count them in the months that we got them, they're all like bulked up at the end of the year. And I'm horrible and overspend at Christmas. And so sometimes, not sometimes, all the time, we use that to cover some of the overspending in Christmas. And then we save the rest. So, um, yeah, that might have it definitely has at least one paycheck, I think, in there for December, maybe even two. I don't know, plus the saving sweet money. But the average for our month is it? I think it's like around $1,300 or so is what typically is what ends up per month going into this saving sweep slash miscellaneous line to cover overspending. It's around there. But anyways, yeah, that's it for the second paycheck for the month of November. So that is it for this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share my channel with others. And may God shine his light upon you and fill your days with many blessings. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.